Happy Father's Day. I'm with my father. I'm protected and I'm being loved and looked after because of the trauma. We're just going with the last 2 years since I've landed in Birmingham. The disrespect is absolutely unbelievable. The home treatment team's phoned me again now. Today, on Father's Day, I told you the GP will be with you Monday. Who told you to make that call? Wow, you really are scared, aren't you? Now you're paying attention. Now you want to help me. I'm not getting involved. I don't need a home treatment team. I have my own team of archangels that are looking after me. Whether you believe that or not doesn't matter. Raphael is the #1 healing angel. Full of green love. Don't worry about it. I'm being looked after very well, thank you. Do I look ill? Do I look mentally ill? Do I look like I need a treatment team? And I'm taking a few little parsnips and chips out the freezer. The man upstairs won't mind. Not when he finds out what I've gone through. He's a caring man. He's from Wales. He's looking after his lady who's got a brain tumour. So I'm sure he won't mind me pinching 20 pence worth of food out the freezer. My dad says it's okay. I'll give him a whole bag back if it's a problem. I haven't stolen anything in my life. Not really. Now we need to talk. I'm going to put this as a trigger warning. They won't leave me alone, so I'll expose it. I wasn't going to mention it, but my dad says, as usual, today's the day. Tell them the truth. So, you're not going to like this. And it's going to give a trigger warning. I'm giving you a trigger warning because I'm going to use words that will trigger you. You won't like it. I don't think you're prepared for this. You won't be prepared for this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it needs saying. It needs out in the open because you're still trying to hide and deny me and deny your maker. So, Father's Day it is. Father has protected me like no other. You may have thought you've brainwashed me with your MK Ultra program, but really nothing happens to me, it happens for me. So the brainwashing at the time protected me as a child, which meant I could keep my heart pure while you lot were doing what you were doing. I don't remember because I was brainwashed. But my father has restored my memory and gives me the information I need to know. I don't need to know everything. Why do I need to know minor details of what you've done in Sinful City? This city is Baker Street. It's another crazy day. Take the night away and forget about everything. So, can you remember years ago? This is all to do with the sex trafficking industry and the harvesting of children on a very earth level. It's very spiritual, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about earth matters of human beings, okay? Because I am human and I am somebody's daughter, believe it or not. So I'm the voice for the voiceless and the ones that you've ignored and lied to and killed and just told to shut up because you don't want to deal with the truth because it's blind eye. We're not listening to her. Pretend she doesn't exist. We won't know what's going on. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's happening. I'm alive. I'm still here. And there's the people phoning again from the home treatment team. They're panicking. I would be in awe. Judge is coming tomorrow for your lies of sins that you covered up because you know who I am. You all know who I am. Flick. I do not need a home treatment team. What I need is truth and justice and someone to come to my door and tell me the truth. You can't do it because you're cowards, because you know what you've done. So sex trafficking is a worldwide problem. It's not just centred in Birmingham. Now, I know some people don't know about it in Birmingham. Some people are aware of it in Birmingham. Some people don't know. Some people do know. Some people know more than they say they know. But everybody now knows. And nobody's done anything for at least the last 6 weeks. And you've all enjoyed Christmas and laughed at me, thinking it's hilarious. Why are you getting paid for doing that? Who paid you to do that? Did you not question where they were getting the money? What was to do with it? Who was giving it? Whoa. So in the United Kingdom, years ago, forgive me if I get the wrong city, but I seem to want to say Bradford. It begins with a B. Maybe it wasn't Bradford, but I just want to say Bradford. They had this problem with, again, it's not a race thing. It's not a religious thing. It's just a thing that Muslim men and Indian men and Pakistanis were in Bradford human trafficking and bringing in the teenage girls, the men, these were men, and it was a big thing. It was all over the newspapers worldwide. And they had a big thing where the male population of these particular race were harvesting and giving the white girls drink drugs, and then they were having orgies with them, they were gang banging them, they were having raping sessions, they were videoing it, they were selling it on the dark web, and it was a huge thing. I want to say Bradford, I think I'm wrong, but I'm going to say Bradford. Please don't hold me to that. I'm just going to say Bradford. So, and it was all over the newspapers, late 80s, early 90s, I do believe. There was thousands of girls involved. There was thousands of people involved. Social workers were called for it. Police were called for it. It was a whole thing that brought everything up to the surface, because these coloured men disrespected us white women, because it is a race war. It is a race war, actually. Very racist. I'm not racist, but this is a race war, because these men think that we're just white sluts, and that we can be used and abused just whenever, willy-nilly, and whatever we want to do. It's kind of a Muslim attitude of a Quran. It's just the white bitch. That's why their women are all protected and covered, because obviously their women are much nicer than us women who are going around like floozy slags. Sluts, I do believe I'm called a slut. Is that the word you like to use? I'm a slag. Fuck her. Nobody gives a shit about her. It's just fucking cat. She's a fucking whore anyway. I'm gonna fuck her. I'm gonna tie her to a fucking radiator. There's gonna be 10 of us gangbang and fucking kill her. That's what they say. I've heard them. I know this is what they say. They do say that. Now, I was severely traumatised as a child. I was rescued and I was given a second chance of life. I was adopted and then I was lied to again. And my mother prayed for... Now, you're not going to like this. I'm just speaking the truth. Please do not... If you're triggered, please just scroll on. If it helps, great. If it doesn't, great. If it's for you, great. If it's not, just please scroll on. I'm not offending anyone. I'm just speaking the truth. The truth is offensive because the truth hurts, because it's a killer. I know, I've choked and nearly died myself many times. I can't believe it. It's horrendous, actually. It's quite sick. So that being said, my mother adopted me, the Joneses, and she prayed apparently for years for a baby. Now, this is my father's words, not mine. He says, Sandra, I'm not giving you a baby because you're barren for a reason. I mean, she can't have children. She's barren. She had 9 miscarriages, apparently. Wasn't allowed a child. Why? Because this is the reason why. She was in the Navy. My father was in the Navy. And the military of the Navy basically is a human trafficking bigger than worldwide than Epson's Island. Prince Andrew knows me very well. He used to like my pussy a lot. And just a fact. And 6 sailors at a time when I was 3. So I was very traumatised. I used to get drugged, so I can't remember. It's the MK Ultra program. They used to use us as children, sell us on the dark web. They were doing everything in the MK Ultra program to break us down so that this moment in time wouldn't happen, so they could get away with it and nobody would know about their dirty sex trades, the fact that they kill and eat human beings and wipe blood all over them and harvest energy. Okay? I know it's very blunt, I'm just saying it as it is. I haven't got time to waste. So that's fact. So then what happened was we had a whole... I was then a child. I then had a baby at 11. My mum, my abortion, I was pregnant by my father. All of these things happened, which is okay. It doesn't matter. It's history, but it's part of the story. I then got it when I was 11, 12. I started to go off the rails because I was waking up. What the hell? So I started to do drinking drugs quite a lot. Just cannabis and drinking because I needed to get the hell out of there. So my dad then, being a military man, decided, well, we'll punish her. And what we'll do is, we'll put her in a children's home. She'll come back with her tail between her legs within a month, because I was well off. I was a rich person compared to some people. I was never poor. I was from a middle class military background where we always had money. We were never short of money. We were short of love, though. And we weren't loved, we were fucked. Very big difference between love and fucking someone. And that was okay. And then what happened was I got put into the children's home. My granddad wanted to adopt me but wasn't allowed to because my dad said he had a bad heart. And then he got killed, and they killed and sacrificed him as well. He died because he knew too much. He was a French polisher. I think he used to be in the Masons, actually, but was he a bad Mason, good Mason? He was a Jones from Ephraim from Wales originally. And so that takes you up to when I was about sort of 14 to 16. My parents put me into a children's home. Now, I never went back home because I knew I was in danger there. I can't go back home. My Uncle Harry dragged me down the stairs, said I was a disgrace to the family, and I needed to stop lying. I needed to behave my bloody self and just conform to everybody else is doing as they're told. Why can't you just do as you are told? Because I'm not going to follow a fool off the cliff like a lemming when I know you're raping and robbing me. I'm sorry about that. And that's why everyone hates me. They hated me when I was 12. They hated me when I was 3, because I used to tell the truth. And now they hate me when I'm 46. It's okay, don't worry about it. It's my job to be hated. Don't worry about it. So then what happened was, I stayed in the children's home till I was 16, and I managed to get a house. I went back with my tail between my legs and said to my parents, look, I'm really sorry, I was disrespectful, because you should respect your elders, whether you agree with them or not, doesn't matter. So I went and apologised to my mum. I felt guilty for about 25, 30 years. They put their guilt on me, making me feel as if I was the shameful one, because I was terrible as a teenager, because I drank for 3 years, and then I lived in a house where my boyfriend sold drugs. Only weed. Wasn't a bad thing, really. Anyway, I needed to learn about what's going on. 11:11 on the clock. I needed to learn about what was going on in the underworld, because I never really lived in that life. I'm not really from the streets, you see, but I learned to live on, and I defended myself. That was a whole other story. And then, as I say, I had a baby. Now this leads me on, and then I stayed there for 30 years where I've been used and abused. I got married, my husband married me to kill me. It's been a whole, everybody is involved in this. Everybody's involved in this, trying to kill me situationship. I can't trust anyone. That's why I don't trust anyone apart from God. So my dad's protected me all the time. I only knew what I know when I know I need to know it. You don't need to know that information. Why do you need to know that now? I didn't know, but I do know now. I know everything, because my dad's been training me for the last 2 years. I came to Birmingham to heal, and, well, he said, that's not true. I came to Birmingham because he said, are you ready for a mission? He says, I'll send in an Apache bear. And he sent Don Quan, who was a psychopathic killer from the Illuminati, sent to kill me. And he beat me up terribly in Cornwall, and really narcissistically abused me, raped me, and treated me like shit, drugged me, and tried to kill me many times, but couldn't do it because I'm God's daughter. You can't kill me. Sorry about that. So that was a humiliation test off the Illuminati. Then he decided, well, what we'll do is we'll bring her to Birmingham. So I was only meant to come here for 4 days. I said, I'm only coming for 4 days, mind. And he locked me up for 3 weeks in a Muslim house, which leads me on to the Bradford thing. In Bradford, they had the men that were going around and raping the white women. Now, when I landed at Handsworth after I left Don, and Don got arrested falsely because the police were in with her at the time then as well. They were corrupt because they're working for the Asians who were paying them, who were running all the properties and doing this sex trafficking ring that's going on in Birmingham. Sorry about that. It's true. And then what happened was, the authorities know anyway, but I'm just sharing this with the massive public now. And then what happened was, I landed in Handsworth. Now, I landed on the 4th of August 2022. I slept like a baby. Now, I knew I'd been drugged, but Dean didn't know I knew that. So I woke up the next day, I'm like, fucking hell. I said, I've slept like a baby, so I'm going to have to go for a walk and balance and get some fresh air. He's like, yeah, you slept well. I said, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Sleeping in a strange house with a strange man. I don't know where I am, but I've slept really well. I've never slept for 32 years. How weird. I love it here, Dean. It's really nice, isn't it, Houdini? Yeah, I like it. I'm going to go and get some fresh air. My headphones wouldn't work. Now, this has happened everywhere I've been in Birmingham. I've got a new set. They won't work now. I've got them in the city. I've moved here. Headphones won't work. Why? Pay attention, Catherine. Oh, okay. I'm not allowed my headphones on. Seriously, I'm not allowed my headphones on. So, I'm walking down Handsworth on the 5th of August, 2022. No headphones. I'm fuming. Why is my fucking headphones on? Just for, I know this, I'm my age now, I'm a wise old bird. My headphones aren't working, I can't put my music on, that's for a reason. Okay, I'll pay attention, what's going on? I can hear this African music. I'm like, oh, this is great, what's going on here? So, I'm very traumatised, and I'm living in, I'm an asshole by this point. I'm angry, I don't want to talk to anyone, I don't like human beings, you all can go and suck on my cock. So, I'm walking down Handsworth, and there's an African shop. Balloons, banners, 3 African ladies standing there. Would you like your face painted? No, not really. God, but Catherine, we need to reconnect to your inner child. Can you please just stop and go and get your face painted? I don't want to get my fucking face painted. I fucking hate this place. Just go and get... Hey girls, I'm sorry about that. I would like to get my face painted. I'm just a crotchety old bitch. I would like to get my face painted, please. What are you doing? I'll have a rainbow on here, please. Great. Why are you doing this today? So I stayed for about an hour and spoke to these African ladies. Lovely. I had a nice time, actually. Got my face painted. They had balloons and everything because the 5th of August was a celebration for Jamaican Freedom Day. 60 years in 2022. 60-year celebration. So I'm having a lovely time. They gave me a donut, I had a cup of coffee, a bit of a chat with them, really nice time. And then I left, and I'm walking down the street and I'm whistling a Bob Marley song. I can't remember which one I was whistling to now. Anyway, oh, the sun is shining and the weather is good. I'm whistling down the road, just me, myself and I, enjoying my fucking self, celebrating my Bob Jamaican 60th Freedom Day. This is fucking awesome. Fancy landing here when this is going on. I know all my headphones aren't working. It's a Rasta man standing outside the clock house. He caught me straight away. You can see my aura, I'm purple. I'm a purple people eater. Purple and gang. Everyone knows who I am. They're expecting me. I was sold to come to Birmingham to be sex trafficked. So he looks at me, this Rasta, Dread, and I said, D-Red, I called him. All right, Dread, D-Red, have you D-Red your book? So he looks at me and he went, you're whistling, only men do that. I went, well, maybe I'm a fucking man. What? I said, well, maybe I'm a man. I might want to fucking whistle. What's it got to do with fucking you? Where are you from? Why? Where are you from? Africa? So anyway, I ended up having a good conversation with this Dread dude outside the crack house. They called it the crack house. I called it the crack house. It was a clock house, which is really the hub of the community, which is where the library is, but it's where all the drug dealers, all the rapists, and this is where the hub of the sex trafficking begins. Right outside the clock house, so I'm in there. Dad, shall I go there? Yeah, go, bitch, go. I've got your back, nothing will happen to you. So I ended up with a Rasta man after I've just been raped and sex trafficked off of fucking Don Quan, the hitman and her like no other from Sri Lanka, sent in by the Illuminati and Masons and all that. So I shouldn't really be talking to any strange man. A normal woman would not be doing this. My dad says, it's okay, go. So he said, do you want to come to the park? I went, what for? He says, we've got a party on. In the park? What kind of party in the park? It's a Saturday, I think. It was a Saturday. It was the 5th in August 2022. So it was a Saturday. He says, there's a party in the park to celebrate Jamaica having 60 years anniversary and the Commonwealth Games on. Shall I go or not, Dad? You go. You're safe. Don't worry, you're safe. I'll watch it. Okay. Yeah, I would like to come there, actually. I like a bit of Jamaican music. Africa's kind of my thing. I've got a thing for Africa. Yeah, I'm going to come. Definitely. I'm coming. When are we going? Now. Yeah, let's go. Do you want to join the weed? What have you got in the weed? You're not poisoning anything with the weed, are you? Is it normal weed or is it crazy weed? I am a 90s chick, by the way, and I'm a raving days. Originally a raver from the Love Dove days. So you're not going to... Is it good weed or is it crazy weed? No, I'm a Rasta. It's proper weed. I would never do that to you. Right, okay. You're not going to promise me, are you? I love it when they promise. No, I promise. No, nothing. It's normal. Okay, I'll give us a toke on it. Let me see what it's like. Fucking hell, they're still doing this, fucker. Yeah, it's lovely weed. Yeah, let's go to the park. Come on. Have you got a can? You're going to go have some beer? I'll have a beer. I haven't had a beer for a long time. I haven't relaxed for a long time. Let's go to the park. Handsworth Park, here we come. I'm going. I'll come back with a part 2.